President Brogdon and Metro Councilors. My name is Don Schoen. I live at 7380 Northwest Groveland Road in Hillsborough, and I represent 7 landowners in the proposed designated area to the proposed 8B. On your map, you'll notice it's marked DFS. I provided you with a copy of a signed letter from all of us requesting that you designate this area as rural reserves. I haven't heard much talk tonight about food, but I do raise food. I have a hazelnut orchard. My wife and I own Growing Acres hazelnuts. We have 3,600 Barcelona trees that were planted over 60 years ago. Hazelnut trees grow very well on the Class 1 and Class 2 soils. We have 30 acres at present. There are only a few places in the world that have the unique combination of soils and climate to produce hazelnuts. Just like in Europe, our hazelnut production and our trees will continue to produce for 100 to 150 years. We compete on a world market, and about 35% of our hazelnut co-op's production is sold overseas. China, England, Germany being some of the buyers. The other 65% is sold to Oregon companies and used in a lot of cookies. Burgerville Restaurant makes their hazelnut shakes, Oregon hazelnut bread. So we manufacture food and we do it for the residents in this area. It can take over 10 years for a hazelnut tree to mature from planting and up to 16 years to become profitable. We need to have certainty so that we can make investment decisions about our land. And splitting a large block of foundation land into 3 classes, urban, undesignated, and rural, creates a lot of uncertainty for those of us trying to farm on it. By labeling this area as undesignated, you have declared open season on us. Every developer and landowner looks at that, and the perception is that we're the next to be urbanized, or with the undesignated label. This causes our land prices to jump. But farmer is going to invest in land with the label of undesignated on the property. We know that the city of Hillsborough stated that they want our land for industrial sites, regardless of whether it is justified or not. We are foundation land within 3 miles of UGB and most in danger of urbanization. And that fits into Factor 4. Rural reserves is the only classification that give us the certainty I need to continue to farm and provide locally grown food to our region's residents. I hope you adopt the rural reserves proposed in the Agricultural Natural Resource Coalition map for the area north of Highway 26. Highway 26 is a natural boundary between urban and rural designation. Thank you.
Councilor Collette.
Thank you. I just really want to thank you for growing food and particularly for marketing it locally. I think that's absolutely critical. I think we forget sometimes that food security may be a very important issue for us in the future, so I just wanted to thank you.
Thank you.
Councilor Harrington.
Sir,
Yes.
in your letter, you mentioned that you represent 7 landowners in the proposed undesignated area.
Yes.
Do you know what the total number of landowners are in that area?
There's 7 in that area, and the combined acreage is 160 acres.
But in the whole area, there are just 7 owners, and all 7 of you have signed this letter?
Yes, that's
Thank
true.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilor Liberty.
Oh,
Not a question, just a comment. I grew up, we had a remnant, then it was called, of course, Filbert Orchard next to us. And so responsibility for desuckering and harvesting, and of course, because we were hobby farmers, not commercial farmers, hand sorting the nuts, left a deep impression on both on me, but also on the this is, I think, really an iconic product of our state, and it's heartening for me to hear about your continued success and the success of the operation, so thank you.
I'm always asked about what's the difference between filberts and hazelnuts. There is no difference. They've always been hazelnuts. They were brought over here from Europe originally, and they changed the name to filberts, but they've always been hazelnuts.
They're delicious under either name.
Just a quick, how do you keep them from getting eaten by squirrels and blue jays? I have filbert trees and I never get filberts.
The squirrels are our arch enemies, believe me. One squirrel can eat 40 pounds of nuts in a season.
It's amazing, yes. Thank you.